See that?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so as Anthony said, my name's Ashley. I'm the National Manager for Fitness for Genesis. I've worked with Genesis for about 6 years now. Started as a personal trainer, did that for 18 months, then managed one club, and now managing 52. So built up fairly quickly through that, and I'm not the only one who's built up through Genesis. So with the growth of the company, you've got huge opportunities to move up within the industry if that's what you're after there. But what I'm going to do, I'll just explain to you a little bit about Genesis, what we do as a company, what we're looking for from personal trainers, and then give you the chance to ask any questions in regards to the Genesis side of things or the personal training side of things. But just to give you an idea, how many more weeks have you guys got left in your course?
2.5.
2.5 weeks. Looking forward to finishing? Yep, getting out in it. Excellent.
No, they'll be devastated to leave us.
30.
Won't know what to do with themselves.
Okay, so what Genesis is all about, just to give you an idea, we're all about changing people's lives. Okay, we're not just here for a dollar figure, we're here to actually get results with members, and that's probably the biggest difference between us and other gyms out there, is that we actually really make sure our members are getting the best level of service possible and getting the best results possible. And we're going to make sure that as personal trainers, we help you guys change their lives. That's what we're all about. Okay, so what we're about, we're up to 52 clubs now. Newest clubs that are opening, there's Townsville, and there's one about to be signed off in Melbourne as well. So that's probably looking at opening in February there. That's about all I can say about that gym. But yeah, we'll be looking at, there's always a large growth. We'll be about 60 clubs by the end of the year. When I started there was 8. So the growth is extremely quick. And a lot of the people who are now owning clubs used to work as personal trainers, used to work as receptionists or membership consultants. So the growth is happening very quickly, and it's happening from within rather than all external people. We're in every state and territory, so all the way from Tassie up to Darwin, got every state and territory covered there. Now what we're all about fun and vibrancy. Okay, that's the sort of people that we're after. That's what our culture is. Okay. We're people who want to be involved in all aspects of the club. So it's not just your 10, 20 or 30 clients that you're training. It's making sure that you're keen to be involved in all aspects of the club, talking with all members of the club as well. I've got 4 clients that I train on a Wednesday night. If I train out of Doncaster, if I go to Doncaster, I only talk to 4 people the whole night. What sort of culture is that, giving to the rest of the members? And that's what we make sure our trainers do. Yes, you may have 60 clients. The most amount of clients I ever had on my books at once was 63. If I only spoke to those people, I was keeping me pretty busy. But the rest of the club kind of misses out. So that's the type of people that we're after and who we've got within our clubs. People to make sure that we talk to all members of the club. Obviously people who are passionate about health and fitness, that's a given. And people have integrity, really important in this industry. You don't want to be bad-mouthing each other. So what sort of things we're after from a company-wide point of view? All clubs, just to give you an idea, all Genesis clubs are slightly different. Okay? Fitness First are a corporate model where head office runs every single club. I'm from head office and I directly manage 13 clubs, and so there's the other 39 that I support. What I mean by that is those clubs are franchise owned, so the person that runs the store owns the store. So it's just a little bit of a different model from that range. It does mean that there's slight differences between clubs. So if you guys start asking questions about money, which is obviously going to be a big one when I run through that side of things, I can't give you exact answers because every club is slightly different in regards to the costs they charge. But that is because of demographics. Okay, the area here, closest one to this room is Paran. That's a totally different area to say Dandenong. Yeah, totally different demographics. So in terms of rental charge, there's slight differences there. So we're after people obviously who are qualified, but are eager to continue learning. So what we've got a group called the Genesis Training Academy. So I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail, but what it means is when you finish your Cert 3, Cert 4, you're about this level. Yeah? We want our trainers to be up to this level and that level. Okay, so how do you get from here to there? Extra training. So I might be going off and doing a rehab course. Might be a kettlebell course. Might be a strength and conditioning course. We've got those run through Genesis clubs by external people. So my specialty isn't kettlebells. I know how to do it, but I'm not going to teach it. So we get someone who's a specialist in that field to come into our clubs, do it at a cheaper rate. So that's the sort of people that we're after, is ones who want to learn more. People who want to help our members, obviously that's a given, and people who are keen to build a client base. So whether that's 10 clients, all training 3 or 4 times a week, or whether that's 50 clients doing groups, your client base is up to you how much you want to do. And our model works with both of those ways. Now what we offer you, this is probably an important part. You get your Cert 3, Cert 4, you've got to be really good in terms of your anatomy and physiology, exercise choices, a bit of business. But how do you go off and sell? How do you go off and get your clients? That's what we teach in induction. So in Melbourne, we run a 3-day induction. It's done at Box Hill, done by one of the best personal trainers and fitness division coordinators that we've got. So what he goes through is how to be a successful PT. So your sales training, your business training, creating business plans, how to present prices, how to overcome objections, how to make money out of the job. Okay? Because when you first start in any job where you're building up your own business, whether it's here or it's a shoe store, earning money is, it takes a little bit to get into it. So we try to support you every step of the way in that. We've got a 12-week success workbook. So what that is every single week there's tasks to do with the fitness division coordinator and by yourself to make sure that you're hitting the goals along the way. So rather than just saying, okay, you got 12 weeks before you pay full rent, there's the gym, there's the members, good luck. We make sure that every step of the way you're supported. Because it can be a little bit daunting. Okay, I'll be honest with you there. When I first started, it's a little bit scary. But making sure there's a process to follow, the support mechanisms in there, then it doesn't become as scary. Okay? And continual support the whole way through. There's always a fitness division coordinator to make sure that you're supported. It's not just your initial 12 weeks and then good luck. It's making sure that every step of the way, whatever you're wanting to do, you've got that support. We give you a CD-ROM when you first start. It's got startup pack CD-ROM. It's got every single business file that you're going to need. So like a pre-exercise questionnaire, your cancellation policies, your contracts for new clients, invoice and receipt templates. Everything's on this CD that you're going to need. Now, uncapped earning potential. How much would, what's your name, sorry? Matt, how much would you charge for an hour?
50 bucks.
50 bucks. So if you were working 20 clients, you've got $1,000 income. Sounds okay? What happens if you've got the ability to earn $300 an hour? Would you be happy with that? Yeah? That is your opportunity there, and that's what uncapped earning potential means. If you've got 20 people at $15 a session doing a boot camp 3 days a week, you just earn $900 for 3 hours work versus 20 hours work for $1,000. So if you combine both of them together, you're up to $2,000 for 23 hours. So you've got opportunities with that under our model to make sure that it's successful. Okay, you're not capped at a maximum of 4 people in the group. Your insurance covers you to 18 people. After 18 you can't do it, unless you knock in the group exercise part to it. Okay, so you're 18 people, 18 and 15, you can see how it can kind of work out in terms of money-wise. Now PT leads a book for you. So when you first start, you do a lot of gym floor hours because that's where you're going to build up your client base. Okay, they're booked in for you, rather than just walking around the club, hoping someone will talk to you. People are actually booked in when they first join, or if they're wanting a reassessment, or they come to one of the fitness division coordinators and say, I'm wanting a personal trainer. They're booked in with you guys. With that support from your induction, you're going to be able to know how to convert. Now other things, there's different clubs, it depends on the amount of new members, but generally our clubs are 100 to 300 new members a month. So if you think 10% of them leading to personal training, there's a minimum of 10 clients every single month that are coming through. And so for the trainers who are already full, they're not going to be touching those ones. It's going to be for you guys who are looking to build up, we're going to be touching those new members. Now we make sure that you know how to set up direct debit. Taking payments is the difference between a successful trainer and an unsuccessful trainer in my eyes. If you take cash per session, you won't last in the industry that long. And Anthony's going to touch on business in the next 2 weeks, and he'll be drumming that into you as well. And take it from me, if you're taking cash per session, 50 a session, those clients won't last that long. You need a direct debit, and then it just carries on. Okay, it might be minimum